we pause for a second or two. This is episode 158, Political Chanting. In these times, we are seeing more and more people taking to the streets and chanting politically. There is now a spread of different melodies, rhythms, catchphrases being sung, being chanted throughout our Western world. Some of these examples of chanting is they are planned, and other examples sort of arise spontaneously among groups of people. Today's episode is called Political Chanting, and today we relate this phenomenon to our specific skill, listening, the Polaroid listening. So if we just make a description of what exactly is political chanting and try to do it as uninterested as we can, or disinterested, we might say. So we are seeing groups of people, not individuals, but groups of people standing close to each other, or walking, marching close to each other outside in the streets. So many people standing close to each other or walking in the streets of our cities. And they are singing and chanting. So what they are doing together is to sing. Singing is a very profound activity. Singing is very engaging. As we sing in a more engaging way than talking, when we sing or chant, we must activate our deep muscles and nerves in our deep abdomen. So we are activating our full system in our body as we are singing or chanting. And most often these political chants are consciously or unconsciously constructed in such a way that our full bodies are activated by them. From the pit of our stomach up throughout our sort of diaphragm, up through our lungs, our throat, and out through our mouth. So the full system, our full emotional core system. So groups of people standing or walking close together in the streets of our cities, activating their full emotional sort of resonance body. This description gives us a sense of that this phenomenon is very complete, it's very total, that the people engaged are they're giving a lot of themselves, engaging in this. They're activating their full stomach, their full chest, their full throats, and their full face, everything. They're activating everything together with many other people doing the same. So many people engaging and activating themselves emotionally together. It's a very powerful activity. It's very strong. Today's Polaroid is a specific skill, listening. And this skill can be several things. But what is relevant to say in this context is that if people are taking to the streets and engaging in a very full way together, then that shows something, that means something. It's not an everyday activity. It's quite drastic. It's an activity that is sort of elevated. It's not just an everyday activity. It's something elevated, something more, something important. You do not sing or chant in a group of people in the streets if it's not extremely important. And specific skill listening is about sort of making ourselves observant of what is actually important here for us. And this phenomenon of many people taking to the streets, chanting politically, shows that there has been, or there is, something lacking when it comes to listening. People feel that they are not listened to. People feel isolated. And in today's episode, we will not speculate about as to the reasons for why people feel not listened to, why they feel isolated. That is for other episodes. But it is clear that we do not take to the streets and chant politically unless we feel that something is lacking between us. Something is lacking in the time we live in. There is something that needs to change. Otherwise, people wouldn't have engaged in such a full way. They simply wouldn't. Another thing that we can observe and pay some attention to, thinking about, is that these political chants, these different melodies and rhythms, feel different. They are not all the same. It's the same activity. The form of it is the same for all the groups, all the chants, but the chants in themselves have different a different feeling to them. Some chants are rhythmic and militant in how they feel. These sharp, unapologetic, unyielding rhythms. Bum, bum, bum. Other chants are melodic. Some chants have these beautiful melodies, going here and there, going up and down, sometimes expressing hope, and at other times expressing despair or melancholy. Some chants are festive and light. They have this light, festive, easygoing feeling to them. And some chants are how to describe this? They are sort of floating and sort of religious feeling, that they are striving up and out into some form of ether, that they are sort of, these chants are sort of designed to make the people chanting get this sort of out-of-body experience, leaving their bodies and drifting out into space. And we are seeing examples of all of these kinds of chants. Rhythmic, militant, melodic, festive, easygoing, and religious, leaving the body out into space, floating feeling. We're seeing examples of all of these. And specific skill listening is about sort of making sense of this, that people are not simply chanting anything. They're chanting something specific. The feeling of the chant is always specific. it encapsulates a collective feeling, and it encapsulates some form of peership, friendship, that we belong together. Us chanting this specific melody or rhythm, we belong together as we are doing this. So it also has to do with people organizing themselves and saying that we belong together. In doing this, we belong together. And hence the title of today's episode, Political Chanting. Political in that sense that it's about people organizing and saying that we belong together in doing this. This specific feeling is ours, and something needs to be done about it. Another aspect that is important to add in this to this subject is that throughout our Western world, this sort of collective chanting, this sort of singing in group, in peacetime, this chanting is most common in sports games. It's most common in supporter culture, in the stands, in the arenas. People chant these different songs and melodies and rhythms. And now, as our world has become more uneasy, more filled with conflict and even war, the mood, the energy, the sort of connecting feeling in our arenas, in our supporter culture, has taken a turn for the violence. It has taken a turn towards violence. Supporters and fans are increasingly getting violent in group in our different sports games. And going forward, we will see emerging, or a merger, I should say. Some political chanting will start merging with the violence. And then the sort of feeling to the chant, as it merges with violence and potential for violence, then the chant and the group dynamics will lead to their conclusions, so to speak. As we said earlier in the episode, we take to the streets and chant because we feel that something must happen. We want something. We want something so much that we want to activate our full bodies together in group, in the streets, by singing. And once this full activation, this singing, the feeling to it, once that merges with violence in group, then political things will start happening. Once you merge this emotional driving force with the actual violence. Once you merge those two, things will start happening. And it's a lot to digest. It's a lot to listen to all these chants. It's a lot to bear witness to the violence increasing among groups. And it's difficult to sort out. It's difficult to find structure in it. It easily feels like chaos or turbulence or irrationality, that it simply is hard to organize. And that is one reason why we're talking about it in today's episode, dedicating time to it and sort of analyzing what it actually means. Singing and chanting is a very profound activity. It's age-old. People have sung and chanted and danced throughout human history. It is a very deep, connective activity. It has been part of rituals, it's been part of religion, it's been part of basically any and every culture since forever. So it's very profound. And now seeing this profound activity, the chanting, the singing in group, merging with an increasing unrest, increasing violence, it is very drastic and it's very engaging. It's impossible to see it and be indifferent to it. We feel things towards it. It's impossible to be indifferent to it. These chants are catchy. We all know them. Which is interesting in itself, that we sort of feel and know all the chants, not just one. We know them all. And in one sense, we are part of them all. We cannot just reject them like that. Chanting sort of finds its way into us. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. That's it for today. Thank you.